Well, everyone, I hope you are good. And today we are having Kasanya FC on the dialogue. Looking forward to a very, very, very insightful and exciting dialogue with Kanini all the way from Isiolo. So before we start, maybe Kanini can just let us know which team he's supporting for the Premium League and as to why he's supporting that team. Kanini, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Najma. I'm much honored to have you in here representing Kasanya FC. And I'm a big Chelsea fan. They've been nurturing a lot of good talents. So I've been following up on Chelsea for a very much long time. Even though something are not good with them, I hope we will be good in the next season.
Nice one. That's a good start, and that drives me to the next question that I'll ask you during the session. But before then, maybe just Kanini, you can introduce yourself to the people and the team you are in and how you came about without team, so that you can able to understand what you really are and what you're looking forward for the inter-county football for SDGs.
Okay, understood.
Kanini, just introduce yourself and the team you are in and how you came about it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity, Najma. I'm Anini Esho, Secretary General Kasanya. With my passion of volunteerism since my childhood, I joined Kasanya as a member from a very tender age. And to this day, I've been blessed to the position of Secretary General, where I'm able to play big parts, bringing the tournament home after coming to Nairobi.
Nice one, fair enough. That's a good one. That's a kickoff to the next questions that I'll be asking you during the particular session. And interesting to know that you're also from Isiolo, and that will also guide our next questions. So maybe before we also kick off, my name is Najma Ilma, and I'm a member of the Global Youth Forum and the docket of Ordinary Voices and the aspect of sports for SDGs. So welcome and feel free to engage with us. If you have any questions, you can definitely hit the chat box. If you're not joining us currently, you can follow us on YouTube and watch our videos and also prepare for a match that will be happening on May 24th and 25th this year. So Kanini, looking at the aim of the UN trying to achieve the SDGs by 2030, we only have less than 5 years, apparently, if I say so. So looking at you coming from Isiolo and looking that we've only attained around 17% of the SDGs and 50 million of people are still facing extreme poverty in various areas of this world. And I believe Isiolo is not aside. So also still facing victims among Isiolo County having issues with poverty. So maybe what do you think your team is bringing on the table and looking at what you're having on plate for your project in regards to the football? What do you think your team is going to do for us to curb that challenge? Kanini, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Najma. So, as I said, from the beginning, the team, as I will tell you in the history, the team was formed with the aims of eradicating poverty and districting young boys and girls from the street. It was based on districting families that were accumulating around Isiolo. So it has been successful for many years. Many families have been off the street, and now sourcing possible employment and education opportunities for them have been a problem for many years. So I should also thank the the brains behind the developers of these SDG goals that we felt as a community that we need to embrace it and to derive sustainable driven opportunities and job to the members.
Nice one, fair enough. So maybe now focusing on you particular were interested in selecting this particular SDG to eradicate poverty around your area. So why did you focus on that? And given the perception that we're having different types of SDGs, we have 16 other SDGs left aside because you decided to choose SDG for no poverty. So why did you go for that and not focusing on climate action or poverty or gender equality or quality education? Why no poverty SDG?
Yeah, thank you again for the question. The reasons that we embrace SDG Goal 8, that is decent work and economic growth. Remember, the objective of the team was behind decency. And as a street family, we felt that we need recognition, social recognition, and also decency in our work. For example, every incoming county government, we are pushing for 10 to 15 workers who end up in garbage collecting work or county askaris. So you see, next time after implementing this SDG goal 8, we hope that instead of the incoming government employing our youth as county askaris or garbage collectors, we hope they will absorb drivers, these mechanics, these computer literate personnel into those decent formal work with decent pay.
Okay. That's quite commendable of the brain behind it. So maybe looking at now, as I said, we are having this tournament happening on May 24th and 25th this year. Well, this inter-county football for the championship has been here for quite some time, I think from 2015. So they have conducted quite a number of tournaments being in various counties and ETCs. So maybe looking at this year, we are targeting around 34 teams, which are going to play during this May and 24th and 25th of May 2025. So maybe you can let us know what really excites you to be in that tournament or to be part of the tournament, and what do you envision to have achieved after the tournament?
So Najma, what excites me about the tournament is the fact that the tournament is sustainable driven first, and the other exciting is the fact that for the goals so far that we've been performing poorly in the county. So we hope to bring on our players.
You are breaking, Kanini, from your end. I can't hear you clearly. Kanini, can you hear me? Well, it seems like you're having an issue with his network from his end. Kanini, can you hear me? If you can hear me. Okay. maybe as Kanini tries to set his network, we're all excited for the tournament, and we are looking forward to see something brilliant for the future, for the youths and for the community at large. And looking at the aim of the tournament, we have 17 projects that come along with these teams. So each team is presenting a project for their particular team. So looking at this, we're trying to create job opportunities, eradicate poverty, like Kanini has told us they're having the decency work aspect. So to them, it's an aspect of reducing poverty in their particular area at Isiolo. So with this, we're creating job opportunities and employment for these individuals, trying to eradicate poverty. I don't know if Kanini can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, Najma. Yeah.
And well, I was asking what you really expect from the tournament, looking at we are trying to create job opportunities for young individuals, 340 youths actually outside here, and we are trying to see how best you can make that happen. So looking at the tournament, that's the aim, and we are envisioning so much from the tournament, having good brains coming on board, 34 teams coming on board to bring various projects on board. So maybe Kanini, you can let us know what really excites you from the tournament and what's your expectations from us.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry about my network, but I hope now I'm audible.
You are still breaking.
Okay. Am I better now?
Okay, try again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but with difficulty because you're breaking.
Okay. Now,
You can just leave and join. Well, like I was saying earlier, this tournament is envisioning a lot for the youth in the community. And Kanini, maybe you can just leave and then join kindly. Kanini, can you hear me? Hello? Just leave the meeting and join. Okay, like I was saying earlier, the inter-county football for SDGs this year is envisioning so much for the youths, and with an aim of trying to create empowerment for various youths in various countries and various regions with this world. So what we're envisioning to do, we are particularly trying to bring in 34 teams, which each team having a project. So we'll be having the aspect of 7-a-side with 10 players per team. So with every goal that we'll be achieving, we'll be having 3 fruit trees being planted. So this is a way of eradicating poverty and doing away with hunger from the community setup, and also trying to create jobs for individuals. So 34,000 individuals have already committed for the SDGs and have signed the billion signature ball. So I don't know what's leaving you behind, because that ball is quite exciting, and we'll be having it during our particular tournament. So for you to want to know more about our tournaments, we will share a link with you below the chat so that you can follow us and see what you're having on the table. But in the meantime, you can definitely be using the hashtags for the particular activity. So you use hashtag football for peace, football for the goals, and World Football Day, because that particular tournament will also be commemorating the Kanini is still not joining. The particular tournament will be also a commemoration of the World Football Day. But again, we are looking at how best you're going to empower the community. So don't be left behind. Join us, and we'll be in Nairobi University campus. Don't leave us behind. And definitely, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. It's Global Youth Forum, Ordinary Voices, and Football for SDGs. So in the meantime, we can maybe give Kanini a few minutes for him to join. And then we have a couple of SDGs, maybe to keep you on the loop of what's really happening, because I did mention that we are having 17 SDGs, but we've only achieved 17%. That's ironical, by the way. So we've only achieved 17 SDGs. We've only achieved, sorry, 17% of these SDGs, and the goal was to achieve them 100% by 2030. But again, I don't know what's really stepping behind. I don't know the aspect of lack of cooperation, lack of collaboration. The aspect of partnership is quite a gap. But again, we believe through this tournament, you're going to make things better. And I'm looking forward to an exciting event. Okay, so we are having a couple of teams which will be actually on the table. Like I said earlier, we're having 166 teams and 17 have taken the challenge. And this is quite exciting because this team is quite commendable, and looking at youths being on the lookout and also on toes in everything that they're actually doing, that's quite commendable of us. And we are still looking forward to see how best you can help the community in achieving the SDGs. So, right, we're having a couple of football teams and that are actually be partaking in the particular challenge for the tournament. So, well, if you look at the irony of the interest of these particular individuals, we had earlier 166 teams which had expressed their interest in joining the particular tournament, but unfortunately we only had 17 who took the SDG challenge. So maybe we can be asking ourselves what's the gap and how best we can help this be something that we don't face in the future again, because it's quite a concern seeing people, like a huge number, expressing their interest and then just a few individuals taking up the challenge, because I don't know if it's technology or I don't know what the issue could be. But again, let us always empower each other and also motivate each other to achieve the SDGs, because the future is in our hands and we are the future leaders. So if we don't work on it right now, definitely the future will be failing as well. So I don't know if Kanini, okay, Anini, can you hear me now? Anini?
So, are you saying, what are you asking?
You are still breaking literally.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, nice one. I don't know if you're able to answer my question, because we left when I was asking what's your expectation in regards to the tournament, and what do you envision in achieving at the end of the tournament, and what do you look forward to achieve during the tournament?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. What excites us about the tournament is the fact that it is sustainability driven, and the fact that for every goal that will be scored, there will be a tree that will be planted. And I wanted to add on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Proceed.
Come again?
Yeah, I can hear you. You were saying you wanted to add on something.
Yes, as I said, the fact that for goals to be planted, we hope to plant more trees concerning our goal that we scored in the county leagues here.
Nice one. So maybe I can just ask you, because I'm one person who's always championing for climate action. So you're talking about you're looking forward to planting more trees, and just looking at that, what's really, or rather, what empowered you to more rather focus on the SDG 8 and not SDG 13?
Okay, the fact that we want decency and social recognition.
Mm-hmm.
We hope to get more sponsors and funders or any collaborator
Uh-huh.
who will help us set our own company.
A nice one. That's fair enough, because I'm looking at the aspect of collaboration, because I kind of feel like that's one thing that tends to make things not turn out as expected. And you talking about collaboration, I believe that's one strong, tangible component that each and every person working in any corporate world or any organization or anything that is bringing a community together, they should look into collaboration and partnership. So with that being said, Kanini, I'm looking at your team. If you're now representing the 8, and you are now looking forward to pair you with different partners who will come on board to support your project. So what's that one thing that you think you can tell your partners so that they can give you a support during your particular project? And what do you vision? What do you want to achieve for your vision in a particular team?
As we want to align with SDG 8,
Mm-hmm.
I want to call all partners, investors, sponsors, so that we can eradicate and advocate for good living conditions by the end of the year 2030.
Nice one. Next one, because I'm looking forward, you are looking at the SDGs, we have to achieve them by 2030, and I think it's 83% you haven't achieved yet. So like you've said, collaboration and partnership is key. So shout out to all the partners who have come on board to support the various teams, and we're still looking forward to bring more partners on board to make this a success and to make sure that you're achieving our SDGs together. And thank you so much, Kanini, for your time despite the network issues. It has quite interesting and fascinating having you on board, hearing about decency work in Isiolo. And I'm so interested. Like, I don't know if that's doable, but if I get my chance to get myself in Isiolo, I would really love to come see how the environment looks like. I just hear of Isiolo. I don't know where it's located within this country, but I'm looking forward to visit Isiolo one of these fine days. But without much ado, I don't know if Kanini have any questions for me on my end, or any clarifications towards the tournament, or anything that you want to tell the public around about the tournament or about your particular project.
Okay, thank you so much. I think the network was not fair with me.
I know.
I really wanted to tell a bit about the story of Kasanya and how it was formed. But I want to call upon everyone to support these sustainable development goals, so that we can have a good future for the coming generations.
Nice.
Am I breaking?
No, I can actually hear you quite. I don't know if you're done.
Okay, will you allow me at least to tell about Kasanya and what we are up to?
Actually, that was my next request, because I just wanted you to summarize it in less than 2 minutes. Just tell us to know about Kasanya and what we'll be looking forward to see when you meet.
Okay, thank you. So Kasanya was established on 2nd July 1982. It was officially registered in 1987 under initiative, the Street Family Initiative. It aimed for transformation of lives of young boys and girls living on the streets. It offered them a sense of purpose, discipline, opportunity, such as of education, through this beautiful game of football. For humble beginnings, Kasanya rose to become a symbol of hope and pride in Isiolo County and beyond over the years. The club has won numerous trophies, earning respect in local regional competitions. Their victories reflect not only sporting excellence, but power of community and resilience. Kasanya has also been nurturing good expressional talent. Among most celebrated is Masudi Juma Shoka, a prolific striker who rose from the dusty fields of Isiolo to represent Harambee Stars and becoming one of the best strikers in Kenya. On the women's side, the club has developed some of the top female footballers in Eastern Province, empowering girls through sport and dedication. Kasanya FC has also been facing many challenges, including lack of training facilities, limited funding, and inadequate equipment. Yet, through determination and unwavering support, the community, Kasanya FC thrive, inspire, and shape next generation of champions. Kasanya are you with me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're having less than a minute.
Okay. Kasanya Football Club is more than a team. It's a movement of hope, transformation, and pride of Isiolo and Kenya. So unemployment, education, and drug substance abuse, stigma, and lack of funding for sustainable projects has been a problem for a very long time. So we hope that coming to this tournament, we'll able to reach other street families in Kenya and later with the success in Eastern and Africa and the world as a whole. Thank you.
That's quite, I don't know how I can say it, but I didn't know it was started in 1982. I was to ask, I've seen it in the logo, but I was like, maybe this is just like graphics and ETCs, but I didn't know like it was started in 1982. That's quite interesting. And Anini, you've mentioned two things that have actually caught my attention. You mentioned the aspect of girls, and you've mentioned the aspect of sustainable funding and not fully being supported by the particular collaborators and partners. So maybe I can just ask you, Kanini, two questions. If you were made the president of the Kenya Football Federation, what are some of the things? Okay, let me just ask two things you think you'd have done to make football move to the next level?
Yeah, that's a good question because the football system in Kenya is dead. So I think more should be done. Like for us now, we are paying for everything, for referees, for everything. And yet it's like they are trying to reap where they have not properly cultivated. So as a president, I think I should bring in more collaborators, seek for more funding, and then access the grassroots teams the way you people are doing. I'm very proud of what the Global Youth Forum are doing. That's the same model that I'll be using.
Thank you so much, Anini, for that. And my last question, I know we are behind time, but my last question would be, do you have females in your team?
Yes, we've got our female team, and we'll be coming with them, I think.
Because you mentioned the aspect of that. This is something I'm definitely gonna ask you because if you look at the link I shared yesterday, I was really advocating for girls being involved in this particular tournament or any activity that we tend to think that men can do it and we are not lesser than men. So Thank you for bringing women on board, and we will still champion for women involvement in any particular activity without leaving any individual behind as we aim to achieve our SDGs by 2030. So maybe Anini, the last thing I'd ask you before we sum it up, maybe now what's your call to action to the rest of the teams who are looking to be part of this particular tournament?
Okay, though the challenge the team challenges were there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want to congratulate them all, and I call upon them to keep up striving for the SDG goal, and I commend them for their good work.
Thank you so much, Anini, for that. And it has been quite interesting you having on board. And the listeners who actually been following us on YouTube, please, if you have any questions, please always feel free to engage with us. And we're so excited. Looking forward to March 24th and 25th because it's not far, it's just around the corner. And if you want to collaborate with us, if you want to link with us, definitely, if you want also to send the billion signature ball, don't be left behind. So far, we have around 1,050 individuals who have signed, but you're aiming for 10,000. So join us that May and don't be left behind. Come sign with us the particular football billionaire signature ball. And then if you're in Nairobi, man, please be with us in May. And then if you have friends, please invite them. Let us come and psych people up. Personally, I am not a good footballer, but again, I believe I'll be there with all sides to support and appreciate every individual who will actually on board with us. And I'm looking forward to a fruitful event. And so maybe Anini can give us a parting shot before we call it a day.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for listening. And we are here for the vulnerable groups. So we hope to work across Isiolo, and whoever is working with street related and other affirmative action groups, please link with us. We will be there. We'll be supporting each other. So we don't want anybody to be left behind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anini, for that. And please do not forget, when you're sharing your particular project, any online platform, please do not forget to use the hashtags that you are using in Global Youth Forum for football, for SDGs, the Football for Peace, Football for the Goals, and World Football Day. Please do not forget to use the particular hashtags. So anybody who will be watching and they'll be wanting to know what's going on, they'll be definitely being able to see the visibility of the particular group and the Global Youth Forum at large. So thank you so much, guys, for listening to us.